more cheerful as comparative degree, and most cheerful as superlative degree. Good morning everyone. This is our English grammar class, and in this video we are going to learn how to make comparative and superlative degree of some adjectives by using rule number 5 of degree of comparison. So try to watch complete video so you can understand better our today's topic. So here are some examples. So as I earlier told you, we are going to learn how to make comparative and superlative degree of some adjectives by adding more and most in both these degrees respectively. So here are some examples. We are going to make comparative and superlative degrees of these given adjectives. So our first adjective is active. Active means in Hindi is furtila. When we make comparative degree of this adjective, we use the word more. We use the word more before our adjective. So it becomes more active. We have the adjective active, and when we change into comparative degree, it becomes more active. We just add the word more before our adjective to make it an comparative degree. Okay, and if we want to make superlative degree of this adjective, we use or we add the word most before our adjective, so it becomes most active in our superlative degree. So our complete degree of comparison is active, more active and most active. So this is our comparative degree and this is our superlative degree. Okay. So our next adjective is beautiful, which means in Hindi is sundar. When we change into comparative degree, or if we try to make comparative degree, we use the word more before our adjective and it becomes more beautiful. So we make comparative degree of beautiful as more beautiful. Or if we want to make superlative degree of beautiful, it becomes most beautiful. We just add the word most before our adjective, that is beautiful, and it becomes most beautiful. So our complete degree of comparison become beautiful, more beautiful and most beautiful. Okay. Next adjective is careful. The word careful means in Hindi is savdhan. When we try to change or try to make comparative degree of this adjective, it becomes more careful. It becomes more careful as we make it as comparative degree. Okay. And if we want to make it as a superlative degree, it becomes most careful. Okay. We just use the word more and most before our adjective. Okay. So our complete degree of comparison becomes careful, more careful and most careful. Okay. Our next adjective is cheerful, which means in Hindi as prasann. If we want to change or make comparative degree and superlative degree of this adjective, it becomes more cheerful as comparative degree and most cheerful as superlative degree. So we just add the word more and most before our adjective. Complete degree of comparison becomes cheerful, more cheerful and most cheerful. Okay. You just have to remember these two words, more and most. Okay. There is no change in our adjective. We just add more and most. Okay. So our next adjective is difficult. Its meaning is kathin in Hindi. Okay. If you want to make comparative and superlative degree of this adjective, we just used the word more and most in comparative and superlative degree respectively. So if we want to make comparative degree, we use more, and if we want to make superlative degree, we use most. So our complete degree of comparison becomes difficult, more difficult, most difficult. Okay. Our next adjective is diligent, which meaning in Hindi is parishrami, or we can say hardworking. Okay. If we want to make its comparative degree, it becomes more diligent, and if we want to make superlative degree, it becomes most diligent. So our complete degree of comparison becomes diligent, more diligent, and most diligent. Our next adjective is harmful, which means हानिकारक in Hindi. If we want to make comparative degree, we use more before our adjective, it becomes more harmful. And if we want to make superlative degree, we just use the word most before our adjective, it becomes most harmful. Okay, so complete degree of comparison becomes harmful, more harmful, and most harmful. So our next adjective is honest, which meaning is ईमानदार in Hindi. If we want to make comparative degree of this adjective, we just use more before our adjective, it become more honest. And same for the superlative degree, we just use the word most, so it becomes most honest. Okay, so our complete degree of comparison becomes honest, more honest, most honest. Our next adjective is foolish. The meaning of foolish is murk in Hindi. If you want to make its comparative degree, it becomes more foolish, and if you want to make superlative degree, it becomes most foolish. So our complete degree of comparison becomes foolish, more foolish, most foolish. Our next adjective is important. The meaning of important is महत्वपूर्ण in Hindi. If you want to make comparative degree of this adjective, it becomes more important, and if you want to make superlative degree, it becomes most important. So our complete degree of comparison becomes important, more important, most important. Our next adjective is intelligent, which means बुद्धिमान in Hindi. If you want to make comparative degree of this adjective, it becomes more intelligent, and if you want to make superlative degree of this adjective, it becomes most intelligent. So our complete degree of comparison becomes intelligent, more intelligent, most intelligent. So our next adjective is interesting. The word interesting means is rochak in Hindi. So if you want to make comparative degree of this adjective, it becomes more interesting, and if you want to make superlative degree, it becomes most interesting. So our complete degree of comparison becomes interesting, more interesting, most interesting. So our next adjective is obedient. The word obedient means आज्ञाकारी in Hindi. If you want to make comparative degree of this adjective, it becomes more obedient, and if you want to make superlative degree of this adjective, it becomes most obedient. So our complete degree of comparison becomes obedient, more obedient, and most obedient. So our next adjective is powerful, which means शक्तिशाली in Hindi. If you want to make comparative degree of this adjective, it becomes more powerful, and if you want to make superlative degree, it becomes most powerful. So our complete degree of comparison becomes powerful, more powerful, most powerful. Okay, so our second last adjective is popular, which means lokpriya in Hindi. If you want to make comparative degree of this adjective, it becomes more popular. And if you want to make superlative degree of this adjective, it becomes most popular. So our complete degree of comparison becomes popular, more popular, most popular. So our last example is urgent. The meaning of urgent is avashyak in Hindi. If you want to make comparative degree of this adjective, it becomes more urgent. And if you want to make superlative degree of this adjective, it becomes most urgent. So our complete degree of comparison becomes urgent, more urgent, most urgent. Okay. So these are the examples of some adjective. How we can make them comparative and superlative degrees by just adding the word more and most in comparative degree and superlative degree respectively. Okay. So that's all for today's topic. I try my best to explain this concept of degree of comparison rule number 5 so you can understand better this concept. So I hope you gain some knowledge from this video and the concept of degree of comparison becomes so easy for you by watching this video. I tried my best to explain this topic nicely and in an interesting way so you can easily understand this topic. So if you gain some knowledge from this video, please try to watch complete video. And if you don't subscribe my channel yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and try to watch my complete videos and like and share my videos as much as possible for you and support me to complete my watch time. So that's all for today's topic. Have a good day.